Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I'm a mediator and business valuation expert in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we'll be talking with Kelly Finnell. He is based in Memphis, Tennessee, and is one of the nation's best ESOP consultants, having spent more than 40 years helping business owners design and execute employee stock ownership plans. Kelly is also the owner of a preeminent ESOP book, the ESOP Coach, using ESOPs in ownership succession planning in 2010, and his work remains the most comprehensive guide to ESOPs today. Welcome, Kelly. How are you? What factors typically drive the adoption of the ESOPs within the organization, or is it really a top-down that like the owner is saying, this is what we're going to do, get in line, or is it really the employees pull you in?
It's almost never the employees.
Okay.
It's almost always top down, but most business owners get a key group of employees involved pretty early in the process.
Okay.
So the typical process for us would look like our business, Melissa, is all over the country. We've got clients in Oregon and clients in South Florida and every place in between. So fortunately, with video conferencing now, we'll usually have a first meeting via video conference. Talk to the business owner, maybe their CFO, and maybe their lawyer about what an ESOP is and how it works. A lot of the same things that we've discussed this morning. We'll answer their questions. We'll get some basic information so that we can help them get a sense of whether or not they might be a good candidate. They'll think about that. We'll probably have a follow-up call where they'll ask additional questions, and then they'll hire us to do a feasibility analysis. So the purpose of that analysis is to answer the 4 key questions that they have. First question is, if I sell to an ESOP, what would I expect value to be? What will the ESOP trustee pay for the stock that I'm selling? The second question is financing. So we talked about that a little while ago, and we'll talk to them about how much we think they can borrow from the bank, how much would be in the form of seller notes, and what would the terms of those seller notes look like. Then we're going to talk to them about their key people. Business owners typically tell us that all of their employees are important to their success, but there's some people who are irreplaceable. And they want to do the ESOP for everybody, but they want to do something on top of the ESOP for those key folks. And that usually comes in the form of stock appreciation rights.
Okay.
And then the final thing that they want to know the answer to is corporate governance. How is the business going to be run and controlled after they sell? And to preview the answer to that question, not much changes. And so we'll do a feasibility analysis. Usually at that point, the business owner will know whether or not this is the right strategy. And oftentimes then they'll get a broader group of employees involved in the discussion. And it's not something that they approach where they say, look, here's what we're going to do, take it or leave it. It's usually much more participatory and collegial. And so, this is what we're thinking about. What questions do you have? And does this sound like a good structure for you?